Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to agricultureinformation.com webinar. Today we are going to interact with Mr. Sanjay Bhayade on rainwater harvesting. The format of the webinar will be as follows. I'll mute everyone in the audience except Mr. Sanjay. Then Mr. Sanjay will make his presentation, and after we listen to him, we can ask him our questions by typing in chat box in GoToMeeting. You can also email me at ed@agricultureinformation.com. I repeat, ed@agricultureinformation.com. Then I'll forward the questions sent by you, and if we have time, I may unmute one or two members in the audience so that you can directly talk with Mr. Sanjay. Sanjay, I'm unmuting you now. Please start your presentation.
Hello.
Yes, Sanjay, please start.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Sanjay Bhayade. I am doing this activity, rainwater harvesting in vermiculture, since last 20 years. Today I am going to tell something about the rainwater harvesting. Okay. In India, about 100 centimeter rainwater is getting every year in 100 days of monsoon. Out of 100 days, actual rainwater is for 100 hours. And in these 100 hours, we are getting about 80% of the rainfall in just 20 hours. So the lot of rainwater, that is 80% rainwater, we are getting it in 20 hours of actual 20 hours. So most of the water is getting run off, then evaporation loss. If you consider 1 hectare of land, so we can get about 1 crore liter free of rainwater from 100 centimeter of rainwater. Only 3 to 5 lakh liter we are getting it as a groundwater. So approximately 80 to 90% water is getting waste due to runoff and evaporation loss. So there is need for rainwater harvesting. There is investment for canal irrigations. It is about 6 lakh rupees per hectare. For making pond, we are getting about 1 lakh plus cost for the rainwater pond. For making well, we are getting about 2 to 3 lakh rupees investment. For bore well, we are getting about 1 lakh rupees investment. So this is a different technique where we are going to save almost 50 to 55% of the rainwater. If we see the rainwater, the concept is almost 30 to 35% rainwater is getting evaporated. Almost 50 to 55% rainwater is getting run off. That is the loss of water. Only 10% of the rainwater we are getting it for soil, or 10% of the rainwater is being absorbed by the soil, and out of which we are getting only 3% rainwater is for groundwater. So if we put the rainwater structure in this soil, we can get about almost 90% of the rainwater is being harvested in the soil itself, because the 5% rainwater is due to evaporation loss, 5% rainwater loss is due to runoff loss, and almost 90% we can save rainwater with our farm. If we see individual farm, about 30 lakh liter water is required per hectare for 2 crops. And plant need water, but they absorb through soil moisture. If we have about 100 lakh liter water is available with 100 centimeter average rainfall per hectare, so we can get about 1 crore liter, 1 crore liter, that is 100 lakh liter water is available with us for our 1 hectare of land. So we can harvest about 80% of the rainwater with this technique. Then for this technique we need contour or layout plan of our farm, which showing well, bore wells, and soil burns, etc. Then the type of soil which is required, then the depth of the soil, then average rainfall in your area, then the present source of water, and purpose of rainwater harvesting. These are all the necessary things which are required for making rainwater harvesting structure. We are also setting up the rainwater ponds. The size of pond is about 50 feet by 50 feet, where we can save about 5 lakh liter of rainwater. And if the pond is slightly bigger with that pond, suppose if we make about 100 feet by 100 feet pond, and the depth is about 10 feet, then we can save about 20 lakh liter. We are also taking the contract with this rainwater harvesting pond. The investment for the small pond is about 1.5 lakhs, and the bigger one, which we can save about 20 lakh liter, the investment is around 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees. So we are supplying plastic sheets. There are 3 types of plastic which are available in the markets. The first one is the plastic which is virgin plastic. The color is available with the virgin plastic is blue and green, and the size of that plastic is about 250 GSM. And then the second one is the black color plastic, that is the 5 mm thickness, and that is the geomembrane. And the third one is the imported plastic, and that can last for about 20 years. So we are giving technology, we are making the ponds, we can take full contract with the ponds. And for the rainwater harvesting structure, we are also supplying a different kind of plastic, where we can save all the waters in our soil itself. So these are the 2 concepts where we can provide a rainwater harvesting pond. The size of one pond is 50 feet by 50 feet by 10 feet, and the another is about 100 feet by 100 feet and 10 feet depth. So this is called as rainwater harvesting pond. And the rainwater harvesting structure, where we are we need all the things that the information which we needed is the contour map, then the type of soil, depth of the soil, and then we can have a rainwater harvesting structure. So if you want pond, you can make pond. If you want structure, then we can make the structure. For making structure, you can utilize the land for agriculture purpose. For pond, we have about 50 feet 50 feet by 50 feet land is required for one pond. So any options, you can have pond or you can have structure. So if you have any queries, you can ask me. I am with you. Hello.
Yeah, thanks Sanjay for the informative talk.
Yeah.
Now I request audience,
Yeah.
please start your questions by typing in chat box. Okay, Sanjay, how does rainwater harvesting makes a difference?
Rainwater harvesting, see, as I told you that about in the rainy season. Hello.
Yeah, please continue.
In the rainy season, about 100 centimeter water we get all over India. 100 centimeter water we get in all over India, and out of 100 centimeter rainwater, almost this is available for 100 days, not for 3 months. We are getting actual rain for 100 days, and out of 100 days we are getting 100 hours of rainwater. Out of 100 hours, we are getting about 80% rainfall in 20 hours. So most of the rainwater we are getting as a free of cost, which is getting lost due to the evaporation loss, or it is getting lost due to the flood. So we want to harvest that rainwater. So we can harvest 1 crore liter of water in 1 hectare of land. So that is possible with a rainwater harvesting structure. So that we are going to help you, help the people to have rainwater harvesting structure in their farm only.
Okay. And
Yes.
one more query coming up. Do I need approval to set up a rainwater harvesting system?
No need of approval. See, rainwater, for getting subsidy, you need to contact the agriculture officer in your area so that you can get the subsidy for that. And there is no need of approval for as such for
Okay.
rainwater harvesting.
How much subsidies one can expect for rainwater
See,
harvesting?
In Maharashtra, the people are getting subsidy for digging pond. Is for example, the farmers who want to dig a pond of 100 feet by 100 feet and 10 feet deep, he can get subsidy of up to 82,000 rupees. And nowadays, the government of Maharashtra also have given subsidy to have plastic sheet, so that he can get about 5 to 8 lakh rupees subsidy for making pond.
Okay. Another question is there. How expensive is it to harvest rainwater?
See, for harvesting, there are two concepts. One is the rainwater harvesting structure, and second is rainwater harvesting pond. When we make pond, we are going to utilize our land. For the smallest pond, the area required is about 2,500 square feet, and the cost of that pond is around 1.25 to 1.5 lakh rupees. For a bigger pond, the cost is around 2.5 lakh to 3 lakh rupees. The bigger pond, the size of bigger pond is 100 feet by 100 feet and 10 feet deep. And if we go for rainwater harvesting structure, the cost is around 20,000 per hectare. 20,000 rupees per hectare. That is the cost for rainwater harvesting structure.
Okay. And
And in that rainwater harvesting structure, we can say about, as I told you, we can say about 1 crore liter. If we get 100 centimeter water per annum, that is in the monsoon season, we can say about 1 crore liter of water in that 1 hectare of land.
okay. Will rainwater harvesting contaminate the underground water?
No, not at all, because we are getting pure rainwater, no? So that is not contaminated with any other things. So there will not be any problem of contamination.
Okay. Though you have explained about the different structures, our members still they have the questions. What are the different structures used for rainwater harvesting?
Rainwater harvesting structures, see, all these things, you know, that well recharge and all these things, you all these things, you know. But rainwater harvesting structure where we are utilizing a special plastic, which is imported plastic. The life of that plastic is more than 200 years. So we are going to utilize that plastic underground, and we are harvesting rain in that with the help of that plastic. So that is one structure, and we can see the result with that structure.
Okay. And how can rainwater harvesting be useful for agriculture?
See, once we get about 80 to 90% water is being harvested in our soil, that will be beneficial for our crop. See, about 30 lakh liter water is required per hectare for 2 crop. So if we harvest 30 lakh liter water in 1 hectare, so we can survive, we can get 2 crop per annum. So definitely, if we do this practice in our farm, we can save our water and we can make our agricultural land more profitable.
Okay. Is this rainwater harvesting can be used only for irrigation or for any other purpose too?
Uh, see, this can be used as for irrigation for potable water. It can be used because once we harvest the rainwater, our wells or boring water is getting recharged with the rainwater harvesting system. So definitely we can get the well water or bore water. We can recharge with that rainwater harvesting system.
Okay. And does it cost something to store rainwater?
No, for rainwater harvesting structure, the initial cost is around 20,000 rupees per hectare, and we take contract up to 5 hectares or more than 5 hectares. Then only we can take the contract in that area. Otherwise, those who want to make a single 1 hectare structure, then he has to give us the traveling allowance and our cost consultancy fees. But for making a structure, rainwater harvesting structure is 20,000 rupees per hectare. That is the cost. And for rainwater harvesting pond, the cost is about 1.25 to 1.5 lakh per pond. The size of pond is around 50 feet by 50 feet and 10 feet deep.
Okay. Audience, if you have any more questions, please do type in. Sanjay, what is the difference between black plastics and imported plastic, cost-wise and the effective-wise?
See, the plastic which is available in Indian market, there are also where we can get a virgin plastic also in India also. But the lifespan of the black plastic and the virgin plastic is different. So if we use black plastic, that can be used for 4 to 5 years. But if we use virgin plastic, so we can have about 5 to 10 years of lifespan. But if we use the imported plastic, which is used in Europe and America, that is the best quality of plastic. The life of that plastic is 20 years or more than 20 years for pond making. And for a structure, for rainwater harvesting, if we use imported plastic, the lifespan is about 200 years or more than 200 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Audience, any more questions? So I hope these are the questions for time being, Sanjay. If the audience has any further questions, under this link, you can also post your questions in the forum and continue the discussion directly with Sanjay. So I would like to thank everyone for attending this webinar. This is an event organized by agricultureinformation.com. Please visit our webinar thread under the online education section for updates on forthcoming events. I would like to thank Mr. Sanjay for the informative talk. Thanks, Sanjay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I would also like to thank all the members for joining us. I'll be closing this meeting now. Have a nice day.
Yes. Okay.